by settling comfortably, allowing your body to find a posture of ease and support, whether seated on a cushion, in a chair, or lying down, letting the spine lengthen naturally and the muscles release unnecessary tension. Rest your hands softly, either in your lap or by your sides, and notice the points of contact between your body and the surface beneath you, feeling the quiet support that holds you effortlessly. Close your eyes gently if that feels comfortable, and bring your attention inward, turning away from external distractions and the activity of the outer world. Begin by noticing your breath, observing its natural rhythm, the rise and fall of the chest, the gentle expansion and contraction of the abdomen, without attempting to control it. Allow the breath to anchor you in this moment, creating a calm and receptive space, grounding awareness in the present. As you settle into this relaxed attentiveness, begin to turn attention to the sense of I, the subtle feeling of presence that seems to identify with being you. Notice how this sense of I appears in the body, perhaps as a point of focus, a tension, a weight, or a subtle energy. Observe its qualities carefully, with curiosity and kindness, as though meeting an old companion with gentle attention. Ask silently, softly, where does this I arise? Is it the body? Is it the mind? Or is it something beyond both? Allow the question to rest in awareness without seeking an immediate answer, simply opening attention to the inquiry itself. As you investigate, notice the thoughts and emotions that arise in connection with this sense of I. Observe how the mind may attempt to define or reinforce identity, bringing memories, labels, roles, or judgments into focus. See these as phenomena within awareness, passing events that are not the essential I itself. Gently bring attention back to the sense of I behind these phenomena, noticing that it is present even before thoughts arise, before labels are applied, before the mind interprets experience. Sense that this feeling of I is subtle, often elusive, a quiet presence that underlies all mental and bodily activity. As you rest in this observation, explore whether the sense of I can be located in the body. Notice any points of tension, sensation, or energy that may be associated with the feeling of being, the sense of ownership over experience. Observe these bodily sensations carefully, yet without identifying them as the self. They may be components of experience, but the I that notices them is something deeper, something more subtle. Now turn attention to the mind, noticing thoughts, emotions, images, and memories. Ask softly, is this sense of I the mind, the thoughts, the patterns of thinking? Observe how thoughts arise spontaneously, often in rapid succession. But notice that the I that observes these thoughts remains steady and unperturbed. The mind may attempt to answer or provide explanations, but gently rest in the question itself, allowing awareness to investigate without rushing or grasping. Sense the distinction between the content of the mind and the witness of the mind, recognizing that the sense of I is inseparable from this witnessing awareness, yet is not identical to the fleeting forms that appear within it. If feelings or emotions arise, notice them, asking softly whether they constitute the I. Observe their movement, their rise and fall, their intensity and subtlety, recognizing that they too are passing phenomena within the spacious awareness that underlies experience. Allow attention to rest in the subtle space behind body, mind, and emotions, the silent, unchanging awareness in which the sense of I arises. There is a quality of stillness here, a luminous, spacious presence that is neither thought nor sensation, neither body nor emotion, yet intimately aware of all. As you continue to investigate, notice any habitual identification with the body or mind, any tendency to claim ownership or define yourself through forms, thoughts, or roles. Observe these tendencies without judgment, seeing them as patterns that arise in consciousness, and allow them to dissolve naturally into the background of awareness. Gently ask again, where does this sense of I originate? Can it be found in the body, in the mind, or does it lie beyond? Allow the question to deepen the inward turn of attention, guiding awareness to subtler and subtler levels of perception, beyond labels, beyond conceptual understanding, toward direct experience of the self. Notice the space in which the sense of I appears, the open field of consciousness that receives all phenomena. Sense that this space is unchanging, continuous, and free, accommodating all experiences without being affected by them. The I arises within this space, yet is not confined by it. It is recognized as presence itself, the unbroken awareness that witnesses all. As thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations arise, observe them as clouds passing through the sky of awareness, allowing the sky itself, the witnessing presence, to remain untouched and steady. You may notice subtle shifts in attention, a lightness, clarity, or deepening stillness as you rest in the recognition that the sense of I is not reducible to any object, thought, or sensation. Allow curiosity to deepen, noticing how the sense of self arises, how it seems to attach to the body, the mind, or emotions, and gently release that identification, returning to the subtle presence that underlies all. Sense the timeless quality of this witnessing awareness, its spaciousness, its stability, its natural openness. Allow attention to rest here in the quiet center, beyond all identification, beyond all conceptualization, simply observing, simply being. With each inhalation, feel awareness expanding, settling more fully into its own nature. And with each exhalation, allow attachment, effort, and tension to soften, dissolve, or fall away naturally. Notice that the investigation itself is gentle, effortless, a soft inquiry that does not need to arrive at a conclusion, but simply allows attention to rest in the recognition of what is ever present. Observe any resistance, restlessness, or desire for answers, noticing it without judgment, and gently returning to the subtle awareness that is beyond body, mind, and sense of I. Allow a sense of profound ease and peace to emerge, knowing that the self that is being investigated is not dependent on external forms or internal phenomena, but exists as the steady presence that witnesses all. Imagine the sense of I dissolving like mist in the morning sun, leaving only the open sky of awareness, vast, clear, and radiant. Let Let this recognition deepen naturally, gently, without force, simply resting in the luminous space in which all phenomena arise and disappear. As you continue, integrate body, mind, and breath into this awareness, feeling their movement without attachment, sensing that the sense of I is not confined to any of them, but is present as the observer of all. With each cycle of awareness, each gentle return to observation, deepen the recognition of your true nature as the unchanging, ever-present self, beyond identification, beyond limitation, beyond the changing forms of body and mind. As this session draws to a close, gently expand awareness to include the body, the breath, and the space around you, integrating the subtle sense of presence and the recognition of the self into your felt experience of the present moment. Know that this awareness, this capacity to investigate the sense of I, is always available, always accessible, and can be revisited at any time, carrying clarity, stillness, and freedom from identification into the rest of your day. Finally, bring gentle movements to the fingers and toes. Allow the eyes to flutter open when ready, and carry this deepened recognition of self, this subtle awareness beyond body and mind, into daily life.